They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis and David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! They grab the early lead. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, You can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here, and you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways.
Oh, he's got some space, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Allen. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Frazier. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on fourth. Field goal is good. That brings them to within one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Thundering herd to the line, facing a second and short. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. He'll do it himself on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Norton. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Makes the catch. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of 1st down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. Keeps it on the draw. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Grab behind the line. It's Belt. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 24 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To throw, it's Turner. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Frazier. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
2nd down.
To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Dogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, he's got a chance. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Marshall needs a near miracle on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Turner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give out of the gun. Finding open areas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Marshall will be forced to punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 35, he's loose. A lot of room to the right. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. With the catch, it's Branch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Got the first down, looking for more. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get in inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play-action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Allen. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. To the air on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Payne. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He'll do it himself. Smashes through the tackle. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one.
Slithers into space.
The return is brought down at the
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, running back gets the give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bears the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the move, it's Frazier. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He uncorks one deep. He's got it for a big play. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll give it to the back. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Bell. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick shovel pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Second down.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 16 to Temple. Any big development?
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
The thundering herd coming off that huge run might bring a little more thunder this time. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Marshall quick to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's in open space downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.